Hello and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Wednesday, June 18th edition of our video devotionals, and we appreciate you being with us today. Hope your Wednesday's going well. It is the middle part of the work week, and also it's church time for many of us, and hopefully you can be in your places in your own particular church. It's also what we call Wisdom Wednesday. So that being said, we're going to be in the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse number 28. So find that if it is your custom. Otherwise, hopefully you're having a great day. Now, it's definitely getting hot. I know officially summer begins Friday, I think it is the 20th, but let me tell you something. We're right at the, I think, 90 degrees today or plus, and so it's feeling like summertime, but you know what? We need it. You know why? Because if you have a hot summer, then you're going to appreciate a cooler fall, and when you have a cooler fall, then by the time you get to winter, man, I hate winter. Okay, well, enjoy what you got now, because if you hate winter, then you're going to say, man, I can't wait till it's warm again in the spring. So that's how that works. So be careful with wishing the days away and even the seasons away. Not real good, because you know what's happening? Time is just sweeping by. And sometimes when you focus way too much on time, then time will turn around and kill you. Someone said, hey, if you kill enough time, time turns around and kills you. So that's a true statement. All right, so thank you for watching the videos. Appreciate each and every one of you. And the acknowledgments, the comments, and we do appreciate you. And there's some of you go way, way back, and you are, I use the word faithful. There's no obligation in any way to do what you do, but man, there's a few of you that without fail, you acknowledge watching it and you appreciate it. And I thank you. And if you watch it every once in a while or once a month, hey, I appreciate all of you, but there is something about people, though, that you just say, you know what, if I don't see your name as a comment, then I say, I hope they're doing okay, because we're so used to seeing it. Again, you don't have to, I know that, but we appreciate you, all right? All right, Proverbs 25:28 says this: he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You know, most of us know the story of when the walls of Jericho fell down, how that God wrought that great miracle. Those walls were so huge and so impenetrable that it took God to bring them down. But once those walls were down, then God's people went in there, attacked the city, and had the victory. And like any city that's got a fortification, like the walls, especially in those days, then with no walls, man, you're allowing everything in. So let's talk about what God's talking about here as far as our own spirit, our attitude, our demeanor. Let me tell you something. If we're not careful, well, the truth is, if you don't have any control over your spirit, then there's the reason why there's this constant either the giving or accepting of criticism. Now think about that. You say, well, I don't criticize people too much. Yeah, but do you allow other people to criticize to you, all right? The criticisms, the negatives talk about anybody, like name calling, for example. Well, that person, they're a this or they're a that. Or we use they're just stupid, they're just ignorant. And that's a constant thing. How about when you do it to yourself? Now, there's someone that really is demonstrating no control of your own spirit, in which you tell yourself all the time how stupid you are, how much you're an idiot. So do people do that? Well, of course they do it. And maybe to some degree, everybody does it. I don't know. And there's nothing wrong with not trying to inflate yourself. I know we make mistakes, but you know what? If you went around and called out people about every little thing they did, every little thing, you said, man, you're an idiot. You're stupid. You wouldn't get away with that, and you should not do it to yourself. It's kind of a demonstration of no control of your own spirit. And what happens is the other things that don't need to be in your city, your spirit, they can come right in there. The criticisms, the negative thoughts, and even worse. So you don't want that. So get control of your own spirit. I'll tell you one of the ways to do that. Hey, the book of Philippians 4:8 rather, talks about things you should be thinking about, the honest, the just, and the lovely things. Think on these things, it says. And then how about Philippians 4:13? I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. That means you can get your spirit strengthened, your attitude, your demeanor. Why? Get that thing fortified and have control over it. And when you hear something, you say, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do that. And that's good. Showing that restraint, backing off and saying, I'm not going to do that. Hey, how about social media? You know who's the most, to me, some of the greatest people in all the world is the people you don't hear making any comments about anything practically, because it'd be easy, right? And sometimes there's a point to be made, but not this getting on there, attack, and I see this, and Sadly, there's too many of them are preachers doing it. So anyway, there you go. So he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. Let's work on that, okay? Be better for everybody else and certainly be better for ourselves, right? All right, thank you for watching. Have a great day, safe day, healthy day, Lord willing. We'll see you back tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to be in the book of Psalms, and thank you for watching.